Guys, welcome back to another video, and man, I am so excited. We are here on Call of Duty Advanced freaking Warfare, dude. It has been such a long time, and as many of you guys know, some of my favorite Call of Duty games of all time, in my opinion, one of the best Call of Duty games of all time. It's definitely up there with like Infinite and Modern Warfare 2, the original, Modern Warfare 3, 2023, World War II, etc. It is just a fantastic game that I think doesn't deserve the hate it got, and it deserves so much more love for so many different reasons. But we're here on it. I'm not sure if we're going to find a match, so we're going to try to find a match. And then after the match, depending on how it goes, if we don't find a match that well, or we find a match that's kind of just full of cheaters or whatever, I'm probably going to do a supply drop opening, like $10 for the supply drops, which I believe is like, I don't know where to go to see supply drops. I don't know. I forget. It's been so long. I don't think we're finding a lobby, sadly, here. We may, but I don't know. Here we go. So we'll buy like 5 supply drops here and open it and see what we get. So I'll be right back. I'm going to purchase this, and I will be right back. All right, boys. We got the supply drops. Let's go open them real quick. And yeah, let's go. Let's see what we get. I'm hoping for the Insanity. I haven't gotten the Insanity in this account yet, which would be pretty sick. Do I think I'm going to get the Insanity? Probably not. I've opened a lot of drops in this game and have yet to get it. So probably not. But man, what was your favorite thing about Advanced Warfare, man? Because I know there's a lot of people out there that like this game. I know that for a fact. Especially because of my recent tier list I made. I've heard a lot of people actually hyping up the game, which is amazing. We only have 2 more left. Your boy might have to buy 10 more. Just for the one time. Just for the one time, chat. Just for the one time. Damn. Alright. Do we buy 10 more, chat? That's the question. Ooh. Do we buy it? Let's see if we can find a match first. Let's see if we can find a match. I don't know. I know this game is having a lot of player issues. I know last year when I did this video, I had the same problem last year. Finding a lobbies. But back in that, like last year when I was doing it as well, when I did find a lobbies, there were a ton of cheaters in this game. So that's a huge problem I know in this game right now is with the cheaters. But yeah, man, if we can, I might hop into a private match. I think that's what we're going to do. I think we'll start up a private match so I can at least show you guys some of the game modes and how the game played and all that, because it is what it is at this, at this point in time. These games are old. We can't really expect them to be at their the full power as they once were. We gotta do a OG map like Riot. Yeah, we gotta do Riot. Let's do Riot on a match of free for all. We're gonna do unlimited time, and we're gonna do 75 points because why not? We're gonna put that selections up to 20, max it out. Bots, we're gonna put 11 bots here on regular, and we have some decent class setups. So we're just gonna start it. So the big thing with Advanced Warfare, dude, is this came out right after COD Ghost, and this is before Black Ops 3. So this is the original exosuit. This is what the original version of exosuits were going to be. BO3 and Infinite Warfare would switch it up a lot when those games would drop. And we will see a ton of differences. And I think going forward on these videos, I'm going to do a $10 of drop opening for all of the games going forward, including World War II, which I have pretty much every variant and blueprint a lot. But we're going to do it at $10 on. We'll spend $10 on the Infinite Warfare video, BO3 video, and NWR, and then World War II. I think, and BO4. We'll do $10 on BO4 too, because why not? But I am not running the same controller setup. Fuck. This is the controller setup, LS. This is the controller setup you're on. This is one of my favorite guns in COD history, if not my favorite gun in COD history. I love this gun with a fiery passion, dude. I wish, if I can hit my shots, I wish every COD had this gun. Like, that's how much I love this gun, dude. The HPRE-3 is, in my opinion, the most fundamentally amazing design for a rifle that you can possibly get. I mean, it has a decently fast reload. It's got a really good damage output, really good fire rate, hardly any recoil, but just enough that it's not lasering people. I just got shit on by a bot. Ugh. Don't clip that. Can I get to this hole? Thank you. The only thing is, one of the biggest things I really loved about this gun is the iron sights, dude. There's something about these iron sights that I just loved. Is this kid really running a riot shield? Brother, this guy stinks. This guy stinks. But these iron sights were so peak, man. They were actually so peak. These iron sights kind of remind me of like, I'm trying to think of a good gun that they kind of remind me of. They kind of remind me of like a lot of like the World War II style optics that are more triangular, more very clean, very simple. Dude, this guy with his dual guns, he's on point today, man. But that was a big like thing for this gun. I think, in my opinion, was just the fact that the iron sights were so good, and it also has one of the best variants in the entire game, which is HBR3 Insanity. The HBR3 Insanity is an absolute beast, and should just be respected for what it was, an absolute monster. I know a lot of people weren't for like the Obsidian Steed and for the other one, but I saw him jump, but I don't know where he went. Oh god, so that's melee. Noted. So I love it one for the Obsidian Steed and for the one ASM1. This one right here, the Speakeasy. This is another one a lot of people went for. And no doubt, I know why people went for it. I mean, it was an SMG that was just an absolute beast. And it was just a great variant, as you can see here, just absolute beast. But I was always an Insanity fan. I never got the Insanity on this account, sadly. I have almost 500 hours I think on this account logged, and I've never gotten that variant. So that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. It is what it is. Maybe one day, never say never. We may just happen to get the Insanity. Maybe we'll come back and do like $100 supply drop opening one day or something to try to get the Insanity. I'm almost tempted to do it right now. I'm very tempted to do it right now because I feel like my luck has gotten much better in the last couple of years when it comes to supply drops because of World War II. So maybe my luck will be better now in this game, but I highly doubt it. This is kind of the first COD to introduce supply drops as well. And it's going to be the first COD to have pay-to-win drops. I love AW, but I think it's important when you're talking about Call of Duty to acknowledge the problems that they did have in their time. And unfortunately, this game had a lot of pay-to-win drops. DLC guns were very hard to get out of drops. And it sucks, but that's just how it was, man. I mean, this was the era. We're gonna get Modern Warfare 3 after this, or not Modern Warfare 3, sorry, Black Ops 3 after this, and it's gonna be even worse. It's not gonna get really better until IW and Modern Warfare Remastered. When we start getting things like yo, I'm just getting absolutely shited on by these bots right now, bro. Kind of crazy. But when we get Modern Warfare Remastered and IW, we're gonna actually see the supply drops get a lot better because we're gonna have things like salvage, which are gonna be like a way to purchase things. In this game, we didn't have salvage in this game. Now, one feature this game really had that I think did make supply drops much better. I'm gonna get shit on by this kid. I would like not to get shit on, preferably. But one thing this game did have was if you had access to guns and you already had them, you could actually turn them into XP, which is really cool. So, well, I can show you probably after this game. I might show you what I mean if you don't know what I'm talking about. But basically, if you had 2 HBR and 3 Insanities, you could actually switch out one of the Insanities for XP. So you basically sell it on a in-game market, and we give you a shit ton of XP. I think each rarity decided what amount of XP you got. So like I think like legendaries got example more XP than say a common, and it's kind of the same process there as you would see on like salvage, but just instead of salvage you got XP, which is again pretty cool if you're grinding for ranks. It was really good. that feature became pretty much useless once you hit Grandmaster Prestige. You pretty much didn't need it no more, so it became kind of irrelevant. But it was still a nice feature. It was definitely, we're going to see the beginning of the duplicates and what to do if you get duplicates, what do you get in return type of system that we will see in future CODs. This is also going to be the first Call of Duty to have, obviously, exo movement, but as well as just a more streamlined camo system. This is going to be the first COD that's going to have a Grand Mastery camo. A lot of people forget that this game had it. A lot of people assume that the BO3 was the first COD to have a Grand Mastery camo, which is Dark Matter. When in actuality, this game was actually the first. They had royalty camo in this game, which you had to get all, I think it was like all the guns diamond, I think it was. But it wasn't very good, so people forget about it many times when you're discussing masteries. And actually, it was one of the hardest masteries to get. So bad that they actually end up changing the requirements for it in its life cycle because the requirements were too hard. So that's pretty cool for my hardcore grinders out there that know. There you go. This also is one of the first CODs that we're going to see. We're going to see this in the next couple of CODs, and then we're going to not see it for a while, and then it will be back in Black Ops 7 that has upgraded score streaks. So what I mean by that is, if you see the bottom right-hand corner, you can see my UAV has a little arrows. That means my UAV is has a mod attached to it, so it has additional benefits to just being UAV. This is going to be the first COD to introduce that. We're going to see that again with, I believe, IW will be the next one. It has variants instead of upgrades, but they're basically the same thing. They're doing the same thing. And then we're going to see that again with BO7, which has the overclocks, which is basically doing, again, the same thing as these are. You know, it is what it is. But, you know, I'm just ass at this game now, very sadly. You know, this is also one of my most played CODs. I had over probably around 3,000 hours on a PS3 AW with nearly 3,000 nuclears. Like this is a big game for me during its life cycle. This is the COD that I start really seeing that I was good at Call of Duty and that this is something I could play and be good at. BO3 was another title like that where BO3 was like I was good at BO3. But I'm not ashamed to admit that BO3 was a game for me where I was just a Dark Matter grinder, and then once I got Dark Matter, I just used the M8 all day. I really didn't use anything else. And as the years went on, I started doing things like resetting stats and stuff. And you'll see when I go to on the BO3 video that I don't have a whole lot unlocked on BO3 anymore, sadly, because I chose to keep resetting stats like a bozo. We're gonna end it. My 75 is going to take forever, and I'm not good enough to get 75 fast. So we're going to do, I think we may spend a few more dollars here and do another supply drop opening. I'm itching, okay? I've kind of convinced myself in the process of making this video. But this is one of my favorite campaigns, too, by the way. I love AW's campaign. I could play it all day. I really wish that they would make an AW2. I know they kind of ended it, so, like, in a way that you don't really need to... you don't really have like a story to continue with, but I would love a second game. I just think that it's such a cool storyline, and it's just a great story in general. But this is also the COD that introduced the character customization as well, so that's pretty cool if that's something you enjoy. I really enjoy character customization. This is going to be the COD to really go crazy with the customization, allow you to have a lot of options. Because you could do gloves, pants, upper torso, helmet, exosuit, and boots, I believe. You can do all of them, so that was a really cool feature. But let me hop over here and get some more supply drops, and then we'll be right back. Alright, I probably did the cardinal sin, but we got 5 more drops. Let's just do a quick opening, see if we can get the Insanity real quick. That would be a great way to start off 2026 with, would be an HPR 3 Insanity. It's kind of the only big variant I need in terms of wanting and having, but that's a pretty cool helmet. That's that. I believe that's the like fiery molten lava kit that you can get. But do I think we'll get the Insanity? Probably not. But your boy can dream. See here. Got the STG royalty. I believe I already had the STG royalty, so that's pretty unfortunate. Last one, Insanity. Let's see. Damn, no Insanity. Very sad indeed. But hey, man, that's going to be Advanced Warfare, dude. Advanced Warfare, unfortunately, very dead in 2026, man, unfortunately. Now, it could be the time of day I'm playing. It is currently 5:53 in the afternoon for me here on the Eastern Coast. So it could be just happen to be that this time of day is very dead. Because I know Ghost had 0 players in one day when I hopped on, and then when I hopped on to film that video, there was like 168 people. So it could just be something where I have to find the better timing for when to do videos like this. But nonetheless, man, AW still holds up. I still really enjoy this game. I think if I was used to 60 FPS, I think this game would be, I could still grind this game to this day. Like, I love this game so much, man. And yeah, if you guys enjoy Advanced Warfare, leave a like down below. If you are looking forward to some of the other CODs, let me know down below which ones you're looking forward to. The next 2 are going to be, I believe I'm going to do BO3 and IW next. And then after that, we're going to do NWR and World War II. And then BO4 and Modern Warfare 2019, and then so on and so forth. So if you guys are looking forward to those, let me know down below. I love you guys. You're one of a kind. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.